Before the zombie apocalypse hit, Jesse was your typical nerdy shut-in. Video games and soda were his go-tos. Jesse's biggest wish was for the pretty girl next door to become his girlfriend. And today, his chance finally came. Jesse was just about to change clothes when he heard a frantic knocking at the door. When he opened it, there stood the girl from next door. For some reason, as soon as she came in, she hugged him. After enjoying the embrace, Jesse found out that the girl had just been attacked and bitten by a homeless man. But none of that mattered to Jesse. All he cared about was the girl now asleep in his arms. Believe me, at this point, Jesse had already picked out names for their future kids. Eventually, Jesse also dozed off. But he never could have imagined that when he woke up, the girl would look like this. Now was not the time to worry about why, but to run for their lives. The zombified girl could even open doors. In the end, Jesse took her out with a toilet seat lid. By this time, the world outside was overrun with zombies. The streets were crawling with them. In these brutal conditions, Jesse managed to survive by following a few personal rules. First, always run fast. Otherwise, you'll end up like the fat guy getting chased down by zombies. Second, learn to reload, or else you'll never get another shot. Third, always wear your seatbelt when driving. With his slick moves, Jesse headed towards P-City where his parents lived. Suddenly, a car came rushing towards him. Jesse panicked. Could zombies drive now? He propped up a motorcycle as cover and nervously raised his gun, ready to shoot. A burly man stepped out of the car. Taking off his sunglasses, he also drew a gun and pointed it at Jesse. Jesse may have looked calm on the outside, but inside he was freaking out. The standoff lasted a long time until Jesse put his hands up and asked if he could hitch a ride. The man agreed, and they set off together. Maybe having someone to chat with in the apocalypse wouldn't be so bad. The man's name was Tallahassee. After downing a glass of whiskey, the two officially teamed up. While talking on the road, Jesse learned that although Tallahassee looked tough, he had a crazy obsession: Twinkies. He would risk anything for a Twinkie. Craving a Twinkie, Tallahassee dragged Jesse on a dangerous mission to the supermarket. Grabbing their weapons, he used a guitar to lure the zombies out. 1, 2, 3. Tallahassee quickly dealt with them. Before they could find any Twinkies, a girl walked over. Seeing another living person, a pretty girl at that, Jesse nearly cried tears of joy. The girl asked them for help. Following his rules, Jesse secured an escape route and followed the girl into the warehouse. It turned out the girl's name was Wichita, and her sister Anna had just been bitten by a zombie. It wouldn't be long before she turned. The sister wanted them to shoot her after she turned. Seeing how pitiful the sister looked, Jesse couldn't bring himself to do it and had to let Tallahassee handle it. But just as Tallahassee was about to pull the trigger, the older sister suddenly felt she should be the one to fulfill her sister's wish. So Tallahassee handed her the gun. Never in his wildest dreams did Tallahassee imagine that after checking the bullets, Wichita would point the gun at him. And Anna, who had been crying a moment ago, also raised a gun at Jesse. Due to copyright restrictions, if you enjoyed this, please watch the original movie called Zombieland.